Buddhas, thank you so much for using my channel. Before we start the live feed, I'd like to say an extra big thank you to the people who support all three of my channels via patreon.com and buymeacoffee.com, because my content just wouldn't be the same without you. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. You'll find the links in the description of this video. So, shall we start chanting together in unity? Okay, let's do it. Hi, amazing, beautiful people. How are you today? Hope you're feeling on top of the world, whatever that means. I hope you're feeling ready for our meeting at Eagle Peak. A meeting of minds, a meeting of Buddhas, where we can share our triumphs, our victories and our struggles. I think I said this before, how strange it was for me at it wasn't my first meeting, SGI meeting, my first Soka Gakkai International meeting. That's what SGI stands for. It was on my first men's course. It was a day's course. A course is, as you know, I'm sure, kind of do lots of study, lots of eating, lots of meeting. Not lots of eating, actually, but, we're well fed at these places, these courses. And, we do lots of chanting, study, and sort of rekindling relationships, getting to know new people, each other. It's just kind of really wonderful. I have to say, though, by the end of it, when I used to work, as in go out to work, in the end, I thought I'm going to book a couple of days off after that weekend because I need time to decompress. It always took me a while. But anyway, at my first meeting, I saw a banner, and I brought it up at the first sort of mini discussion meeting at that course. It says, I can't remember what the main title of it, but then on the wall there's these banners saying, sharing our victories, sharing our struggles. And I thought, what's this Buddhism all about? I thought it was all about victories and being positive. Why are we sharing? Why are people not only struggling, but why would we share them? And of course, before I met this practice, kind of wasn't a done thing in my family to talk about our feelings. It was really, I was brought up to maybe, it was never said exactly this, but, I was certainly brought up to the thing that maybe sharing our feelings, our struggles, our emotions was a weakness. The complete opposite that I teach or encourage my 11-year-old son. It's absolutely a sign of strength. I'm not sure he really gets it. There's a peer pressure thing going on, I think, or is it a natural thing? It might be a natural thing, because us men especially, someone once said to me that he was a psychologist or psychologist in mental health, and he'd retired, but he was helping me, and he said that so I don't know if this is true, but it actually makes a lot of sense to me. That when we were tribes people, when we were cave people, when my ancestors were cavemen, that we would go hunting with our big spears in maybe pairs, in just two of us, and we couldn't speak. We shouldn't. If we spoke, we would, we're creeping up on our prey to throw our spear at them. If we talked, then it would scare the prey away. On the opposite side of that, if you like, the the women in our lives would be at home, in their homes, each other's homes, freely talking, and that's how they found the art of talking. About their feelings, etc. Now, clearly, I'm talking about many, 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 many hundreds and thousands or whatever years ago. But and it's not relevant now. However, it's certainly in the SGI-UK, and I would imagine it's the same where you are. There are a lot more members in the women's division than men, but I think we're coming along nicely. There's still a lot to do, both men and women. Talk or don't talk, depending on their nature. I think I'm trying to be careful not to, say the wrong thing here, because it can be quite, I could come across as sexist or stereotypical or whatever. I don't want to do that, and that isn't on my mind at all. But that kind of what this guy told me, actually, I think it makes sense to me. My dad was like that. Yeah, that's why I was brought up that way. However, I'm not like that. If I've got an issue, unsurprisingly to you, I'm sure, I will talk about it, and I encourage my son to talk about it, about things that bother him. Right, okay, so let's do Gongyo, and then we'll chant 30 minutes fast-paced Daimoku, and then the silent prayers to finish. How's that? Shall we do that? Just have to make sure everything's set, because I can't remember setting it before. Just double check things. Okay. Yep. Here we go. Enjoy. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Myoho Renge Kyo. Hoben Pandai Ni. Niti says undo Samayan Tony Kiga Sharia Society Agenda Maria Gachi Amanangai Nanyu Wesa Shaman Yakasi Besai Benachi Shawi Shaka Besajin Wakameshi Shabasalinga Shabasamaria Daha Yamia Shajamia Shafi Manjaja Jinjin Miso Ohosi Gishas Ishin Nangai Sharia Skaji Dimes Ira Shiju Win and Shiju Heye Kawan Gankamishu Haben Hoben chicken, haramus kaiga, sakashari asanora chicken, koda jinna maria muga, rikimi shawi sanjagai, san majinyu musai jaja, we say miso, uha shari asanora, na sheda famas gasesha. Neka shishin shari asashay, yongan shi maria muhen miso, uha bish, shi shari asafi, shi besis, shawi shaga, beshajaji, diet kayu, nanga shi ho yo, bizia, biznai Kushin Chahadis Naze Shao Naze Tai Naze Ricky Naze Sa Naze Yin Naze Yen Naze Ka Naze Hon Naze Homa Kakyata Shawi Shaha Naze Sa Naze Sha Naze Tai Naze Ricky Naze Sa Naze Yin Naze Yen Naze Ka Naze Hon Naze Shawi Shaha Naze Sa Naze Sha Naze Tai Naze Ricky Naze Sa Naze Yin Naze Yen Naze Ka Naze Hon Naze Homa Kakyata Myoho Renge Kyo, Nirya Jirya Hon Daiju Roku, Giga Takabara Shaka Shaka Shamaria Yaksaman Nakasaya Saki Jasapaka Kaimushi Wakshi Jara Nuwa Bisla Nira Maria Kawi Dashi Jiga Habengai Nahan Nidis Famous Dajashi Sapaka Tozo Washi Riganat Dendashi Zigon Nifikan Shikan Gamasaka Kia Shari Genkaya Rainbow Nisha Kaskashin Jida Kinshin Bakashi Nation Yakan Pacific Giga Gusha Kusus Regis and Gachi Gashi Dada Sashi Famasi Mr. Famous Yaku Ishi Yaku Gashin Gasha Gabo Owichi Isis Mecha Hanyata Fimachi Tani Gamas Laka Kensha Damas Zayako Kai Gai Fin Ringen Shin Raka Shakas Going Ganshin Remba Jinzu Rikinaza Owasaki Kaja Sariachi Senki Yashaji Shashi Shaken Kaji Naka Shashaji Gashi Da Wan Lantan and Jajaman Umrin Shoda Kakshuda Hashagon Hoji Tekeka Shaten Gakidanga Dasa Shiki Gaku Mandara Kasambas Gada Shigada Dafuki Nishi Kinshoda Nose Shishimyan Shisashi Joey Asaki Kafi Mansaba Shijika Sasa Kagengashin Zashi Nisapa Wakaji Shishi Sisapasa Maria Nai Kambisha Isasabasananchi Gachi Rikinyaza Eka Shamaria Jamia Misha Kagushi Gasha Motoshi Shoki Tadabia Yajimbus Gaji Pekanyawi San Habeneji Yashika Designing Ganshi Muna Sekama Gayaka Isabukusho Bunbu Tenda Designing Gamas Eja Kangaka Nishaka Shishin Hoi Sakagaya Kadao Akadaji Gaja Jashi Dega Defiga Dosa Yashaka Dawi Se Shiju Ajiza Senin Igaria Shida Tukini Mijada Sakadoji Bushin Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo. Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo. Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo. Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam 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 Myoho Renge Kyo. Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo. Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo. Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo. Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam 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 Myoho Renge Kyo. Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam 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 Myoho Renge Kyo. Renge Kyo Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo Myoho Renge Kyo Nam 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 Myoho Renge Kyo Myoho Renge Kyo Nam 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 Myoho Renge Kyo Myoho Renge Kyo Nam 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 Myoho Renge Kyo Renge Kyo Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo Renge Kyo Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo Renge Kyo Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo Renge Kyo Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo Renge Kyo Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo Renge Kyo Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo Renge Kyo Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo Renge Kyo Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo. Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo. Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam 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 Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam 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 Myoho Renge Kyo. Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo. Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam 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 Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo. Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam 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 Myoho Renge Kyo. Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam 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 Myoho Renge Kyo. Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo. Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo. Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam 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 Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo. Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo. Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam 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 Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo. Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam 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 Myoho Renge Kyo. Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Renge Kyo Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo Myoho Renge Kyo Nam 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 Myoho Renge Kyo Renge Kyo Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo Renge Kyo Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo Renge Kyo Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo Renge Kyo Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo Renge Kyo Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo Myoho Renge Kyo Nam 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 Myoho Renge Kyo Renge Kyo Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo Renge Kyo Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo Renge Kyo Nam Myoho Renge Kyo Nam Myoho Renge Kyo Nam Myoho Renge Kyo Nam Myoho Renge Kyo Myoho Renge Kyo Nam 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 Myoho Renge Kyo Myoho Renge Kyo Nam 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 Myoho Renge Kyo Myoho Renge Kyo Nam 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 Myoho Renge Kyo Renge Kyo Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo Renge Kyo Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo Renge Kyo Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo Renge Kyo Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo Renge Kyo Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo, 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 Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo. Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam 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 Myoho Renge Kyo. Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam 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 Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo. Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo. Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam 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 Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo. Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo. Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam 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 Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo. Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo. Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo, Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo. Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam 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 Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Wow. Thank you so much. I'm a bit speechless, which is a weird saying, isn't it? To say I'm speechless means you can't speak. Can't find the words to say. I honestly, this morning, I felt really agitated, kind of not angry, but I don't really get angry, but agitated, frustrated, really. I got up, walked the dogs, and then which was all fine. And then I wanted to write some music. I used this very studio. My synthesizers and keyboards and etc. are just there. So I got back from walking the dogs, and then I thought I've just got to make a drink, make a cup of tea. So, of course, when you work from home, so to speak, there's never just one job to do. You know, there might be, the bins need doing, and then recycling needs sorting out, and then I forgot about the cats. We've got 2 cats; they need feeding, and all of a sudden, I counted 10 jobs, all because when I was doing that one job of making a drink, I noticed the second job needs doing, and then the third. I felt really agitated, and I'll be honest, I kind of let that fester until this afternoon, and just before we came on this live feed, I don't know if I even felt kind of recovered from that. And then we chanted, and honestly, I feel the most serene, I feel really real joy, and I think that's what that's the best thing about this practice, isn't it? That we find, not that I encourage suffering, but born from suffering is joy. You can't feel joy if you don't know what suffering is. I don't believe that's possible. So yeah, I feel that. Yeah, thank you so much. I should go because I'm just gonna I can't talk properly. I feel much gratitude. Thank you so much. Apologies if you noticed at the beginning I had the microphone turned up to its fullest by mistake. I have it like it's 3 from the top. 3 little nicks or lines from the top. And I think I carried that out. Something felt not quite right in my ears. I don't know if you noticed. I was like, not quite right. So, and then I realised. So hopefully I didn't spoil it too much for you. And then of course I was berating myself throughout Gongyo, and I messed Gongyo up, which you definitely would have noticed. If you didn't notice, shame on you for concentrating on your own Gongyo. Excellent. We turned it around anyway. Thank you so much. So let's do this again very soon. Excuse me, that was a burp. Muted my microphone now. Am I the only person in the world that calls it a microphone? It's a mic. Who calls it a microphone? Whee! Thank you so much for joining me live today or watching this back, however you're watching this, however you're chanting along with me. I really appreciate it. I feel so fuzzy and warm-hearted. Thank you so much. And let's do this again very soon. Until then, please take very good care of yourselves and happy chanting.